An online auction of a ghoulish artifact from the Kennedy assassination is creating a stir in a Northwest household. In that household live survivors of a man who was in the thick of the investigation into that crime. All new at 6 tonight, Jim Swift tells us just what's on that auction block.
Presidential assassin Lee Harvey Oswald was buried in this coffin after he, too, was gunned down by an assassin in the basement of the Dallas police station. Almost 18 years later, doubts were swirling about whether the man in the coffin really was Oswald. Some thought he had traded places with an agent from the Soviet Union before Kennedy was killed. An autopsy erased the doubts, but the exhumation revealed a coffin that had suffered considerable water damage underground. So Oswald was reburied in another casket. The original disappeared into the back of a funeral home until its owners decided to put it up for sale in an online auction.
People want to have a piece of history, don't they? They want to have a piece of history, and that's their little piece of history.
Austin dentist Dr. David Carr was in the 9th grade at Lamar Junior High School when his father, Texas Attorney General Wagner Carr, third from the left in this photo, joined Kennedy at a Fort Worth breakfast just before the Dallas shooting. Word of the tragedy reached the boy through his algebra teacher.
She said, you know, your parents, we don't know if your parents have been shot. Well, you can imagine, first of all, she said the president's been shot. We don't know if your parents have been shot. Governor Connolly's been shot. Nobody knew at that time what was going on.
As Attorney General, Carr launched an investigation and later cooperated with the Warren Commission, established by President Lyndon Johnson, to get to the bottom of the case.
Dad related to me that at one time there was a mob scene at the hotel when they found out that he was there. And he came out of the elevator and the whole mob was screaming at him that Texas was a traitor, that Texas was a killer. And so Dad got back in the elevator and left the mob scene as fast as he could.
This was in Washington?
In Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
Until his death in 2004, Carr consistently defended the Warren Commission's finding that Oswald alone killed the president. David Carr agrees and says it's time to move on from the entire affair.
You going to bid on that coffin?
Probably not. We don't have any need for end tables or coffee tables.
Jim Swift, KXAN, Austin News.
The California auction house handling the sale expects the coffin to bring in up to $100,000. Bidding runs through December 16th. And you can follow the auction online and learn about the collection of Wagner Carr's papers at Texas Tech University through some links we have for you at our website. Just click on the local news page of KXAN.com.